Good morning, Big C coming out you. Roll call. Look, dude, happy Memorial Day for everyone that served, everyone that's been served. No, I'm just kidding. For everybody served, and everyone that paid the ultimate sacrifice for freedom. Ooh, I even shaved my chest. Not for Memorial Day. I just shaved it, and that's why it's got like a pimple on there. But today's story is going to be brief because I'm about to go have dinner with my family. But listen, people always ask me, like, Sid, you know, as an OG, when you were in prison, what was it like on holidays, you know, getting the visos and all that stuff like that? And look, for me, when I was in prison, like, seriously, the holidays was not that hard because, it was like I ran the insides of prison like I ran the streets. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like, it was ridiculous. But Memorial Day, just one particular year when I was locked up, and this was like in California, but the name of the prison, what was that called? Not Verse, but the other one, you know what I'm saying? Like Cali or something. The point is this. It was a very, it was a moving time because I remember this one Memorial Day and I was locked up. We were like, you know what I'm saying, selling all kinds of stuff, playing cards. And a lot of the guards in California, the COs, are ex-military. You know what I'm saying? I would always give them like a stamp to, with like a little bit of dope on it. Hypothetically, you know what I'm saying? Like if I knew they partied and stuff and like, yo, thank you for your service. And that's what I've done the past 2 years just to like, you know what I'm saying? Like grease the palms. But this Memorial Day, they were like, yo, Big Sid, the lieutenant wants to see you. You know what I'm saying? And so I go in there, and it's him and 6 other guards, and they used to all be in the military of all ages. And they were just like, give me a second. I get emotional, bro. The thing about it is, they all said, like, we just want to thank you for your service. And they saluted me. And at first, I was like, hold up, what's this about? You know what I mean? But I was never in the military because literally I don't follow orders, so I chose not to. You know what I'm saying? So I started doing B&Es, but that's not the point. Like, literally, they just had so much respect for me as I ran my organization, like my car and stuff like that. Because I had keys to yards that I wasn't even in. And so they literally were like, thank you for your service. You know, literally, you control the inmates so we can do our job safely. And I said, that's what it's all about. Big Sid giving back to the community inside and out of prisons is what I'm about. I seriously need to pop that pimple. But that's the truth, man. Being on the inside is rough, and I had a lot of people that moved with me that were ex-military people, like 1%ers, yeah. So we would always do like a buffet, like with soups, no chomos allowed, and chips and Jolly Ranchers, and we mix it up, get it back Tucci. And stuff like that. And so, like, Memorial Day was you know, like all holidays in prison, it was not that bad for me. But, I know y'all can't relate to that because you're not OGs. And I understand that. That's crazy, though. But it's a true story. Like, it's moving. So I know what it's like to be in war and to save people from da-da-da-da-da. Like, my friend was like, he was in, like, the special forces in Afghanistan. Rest in peace, brother. He did pass away. But that's not what the story's about. Like, literally, he was like, bro, you have been so good in the military because he knew how we moved and how I operated. Like motorcycles and all this da-da-da DVDs. And so even the military respects the OG-ness that I have. And I know that's not humble, but Memorial Day is not about being humble. It's about saying thank you for your service. So for everyone out there who's in the military, thank you for your service. Well, that's the truth, man. That was my most moving story from being locked up on a holiday. It was crazy, though. It was for real, dude. So stuff like that. Nowadays in prison, man, like in Florida and stuff, they have like Chomo Day once a month. So it's like, yo, you get a free visit if you stick this soup up your butt. And it's just like, man, we've lost all the mindset of the criminal mind has lost the perspective of being there for your brothers and like, you know what I'm saying? Like riding motorcycles and stuff. Now everybody wants to sag their pants and be like, yo, my auntie this, my auntie that. It's like, shut up. Respect the soldiers and respect the OG life. And that's the truth, so. But yeah, that was also the time where I was like, you know what I'm saying? I'd already been moved from one prison because I had made $2 million in a year. And so they moved me from Corcoran, that's the name of it, Corcoran. And so at this new prison, I was trying to lay back and be low key. But, you know, the guards were like, thank you for your service. So I hope that encourages y'all. And I'm going to go live when I get back home this evening. Ooh.